Hello students, myself Karishma Datta from Saraswat International Academy. I am going to teach you standard 8th English medium, subject social science, chapter number 3, Indian Constitution, part 2. Okay students, before starting with the topic, we shall do the revision of part 1. In part 1, we saw the introduction part. In the introduction part, we saw about what is constitution. Okay, one story was been seen. That story, after that story, we saw the what is constitution and why preamble is said to be the soul of constitution. Preamble, the constitution starts with preamble, and how did the constituent assembly was formed and which members were included in the constituent assembly, how much time it took to make a constitution, that we have learned in very detailed form in the first part. And today we will see the salient features of the constitution. What are we going to see today? That is the salient features of the constitution. The first one is a democratic rule. India has adopted the democratic system of government. What type of government do India have adopted? That is democratic. Democratic means what? That is freedom, students. Next, general elections are held in our country every 5 years. Okay, we know that every 5 years what is being taken, that is elections are being seen in the country. Citizens above the age of 18 are legible to cast their vote. The citizen above how many years? That is 18 years, right? They are legible of voting what? That is in the election, but the age should be what? That is 18 years. We cannot imagine democracy without election. Obviously, why democracy? Democracy is freedom, students. When I say the word freedom, it is by the people, for the people, and of the people, right? Everything is on the in the hand of the people, right? We people are that much important in the country, and when such freedom is being given to us, then we have a right to choose our own leader. And that leader to whom we are choosing in a democratic country, he is a mediator of us, that what we want, what change we want, what development we want, that can be done by that person. Okay, and how can we elect that person? When there is election. So what they're saying over here, that is democracy is not is we cannot imagine democracy without election. So election is that much important for us. People of all over the country plays their role in electing their representative. People from all over the country, right? Above 18 years, you're talking about, okay? People above 18 years, they play a very important role. Or I can say each and every people in the country, they play a very important role in electing the representative. Why the representative? Because the person whom we are electing as our representative is our mediator of completing our work. Okay, so it's very much important. All over the they play a very important, we the people, we play very important role during the time of election. So election or democracy is not cannot be seen without election. Next, any voter of or voting booth a country can contest an election representative of his or her religion, caste, class, or gender. Any voter voting in a polling booth country can contest an election representative of his or her religion, caste, class, or gender. Right? A voter or a leader, they can be irrespective. Election can be held and they can be the representative even without any discrimination of religion, caste, class, and gender. The elected representatives rule for how many years? 5 years. The person to whom we rule, whom we elect as a representative, they are elected for how many years? 5 years. Any citizen enjoys the freedom to follow the religion of his or her choice, as well as the freedom of speech, expression, and thought. Any citizen of the country is been given freedom of adopting his own religion, adopting his or her choice religion. Even if freedom of speech has been given, freedom of expression, that you can express yourself, and even freedom of thought. Your thoughts are not binded by some rules and regulations, right? That is democracy. Okay, when you are being given freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of thought, you as a citizen are allowed to choose your own religion. Okay, without any discrimination, you are allowed to do what you want. That is said to be as what? Democracy. So it is said to be the same features of the constitution. Secularism. A secular nation means that the government does not conform to norm particular religion in its system of governance. Like that means the government is not norming or not is not partial to one religion. Government is equal. For government, everyone is what? That is equal, right? Conform to the norm of particular religion, the system of government, right? It is not bind, or it is not uh, comparing or doing partiality in any religion. That is secularism. Citizens are not discriminated on the basis of faith, set, or religion. Okay, set means caste. Citizen in a secular country like India, citizens are not discriminated on the basis of what? That is faith, set, or religion. Every citizen enjoy their right to follow and propagate the religion of his her. Okay, every citizen can enjoy their rights. Okay, and even they have a right to follow any religion, and if they're following any religion, they are allowed to propagate their religion. If it's a boy or a girl, they are allowed to do that, because India is a secular country. Okay, India is also said to be as what country? That is republic. Republic means a government that obtains power from people directly or indirectly. Okay, what is republic? Republic means a government that obtain power from people. Right? Means I said in the democracy part, right? In a democratic country, the whole power is in the hand of whom? That is, it is the hand of the people. So what is republic? Republic means a government that obtains power from people directly or directly or indirectly, they get power from what? That is from the people. We have adopted a democratic republic system of government, which means that power are not limited in the hands of a few privileged people. Rather, it is accessible to all citizens, irrespective of their caste, class, religion, or gender. Now what they're saying over here, we have adopted what type of system? Democratic republic system. Democratic republic government we have adopted, which means power is not in the hand of few people or a group of people. That means कोई group of people नहीं government run कर रहे हैं, नहीं. It is in the hand of the people. Okay, are not limited in the hands of few privileged people, right? थोड़े लोगों के हाथ में नहीं कि उनको वही चला रहे हैं. Rather, it is accessible to the citizen irrespective of their caste, class, religion, or gender. Rather, they are saying it is irrespective. That means all have a right without any discrimination of caste, class, religion, or gender, right? Every citizen have a power in a democratic country to choose their own government. So it is said that we have adopted a democratic republic system of what? That is government. Now what things to know? We can see things to know. Any common person, man, woman, be it a hawker or a vegetable vendor, can become the sarpanch of a village. For example, a Mason Manji Bhai contested election of Legislative Assembly and became the member of Legislative Assembly, that is MLA. Okay, Legislative Assembly means the state legislative assembly. Okay, students, that is MLA. Now what they're saying over here, any common person, it can be even a vegetable vendor and hawker also, he has a right to even become an MLA, right? He can even become a sarpanch of a village. This example shows that no discrimination has been seen, nor even in caste, nor even in religion, nor even in gender. not even income wise, not even class wise, right? No discrimination. Anyone can become a representative, right? Example they have given, that is Manji Bai contested an election of legislative assembly, and he won the election, and he became the member of what? He became the member of legislative assembly. So by this example, it is very much clear that in India is a democratic country and even a republic country, but even India is a secular country where all religions are, all people and all religions can live easily, freely, right? No discrimination or no such biasness can be seen. Okay, students. So we will see, that is the first, that is the central government. Okay, central government, central government in that. The head of central government is what? That is the president. President is said to be the head of the central government. Okay, then comes and this central government is having three organs, right? Three organs, that is legislative, executive and judiciary. Legislative, executive and what? That is judiciary. What do legislative consist of? Legislative consist of parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha and what? That is Rajya Sabha. Then executive consists of what? That is Prime Minister and Council of Minister. And what do judiciary consist of? The higher epic court, that is the Supreme Court. Okay, that we are seeing over here. The central government have three organs, and the head of these all three organs is president, legislature, executive, judiciary. Legislature have parliament, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. Executive have prime minister, council of minister. Judiciary have Supreme Court. Okay, then we'll move on. What do the state have? Now the state government, right? Again the three organs of government, but the head is which one? That is the governor. The governor is said to be the head of the state government. In all the same three organs can be seen. Okay, the first one is legislature, executive and judiciary. Okay, then what they are saying over here, that legislature have state government, that is legislative assembly, Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad, that is legislative assembly or legislative council. Student, legislative assembly, legislative council ये स्टेट के ऊपर है. अगर स्टेट को चाहिए कि दोनों रखना है तो वो दोनों रख सकते हैं. एंड इफ अ स्टेट वांट टू कीप वन असेंबली देन दे कैन आल्सो कीप वन असेंबली. गुजरात गवर्नमेंट हैज लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली. Okay, that is Vidhan Sabha. Executive we will see, that is Chief Minister and Council of Ministers. Okay, then local administration can be seen, Panchayat and municipal corporations. Okay, then we'll see in judiciary, High Court comes, then District Court comes, and then the subordinate courts. So these are the format of a democratic country. Okay, that is the format of what? That is of a democratic country. And this is a union government and the state government. So India is said to be even a federal state or a republic state.